Hello everybody, welcome back to episode number 137 of the CheckX series. If you're new here, as I say every day, the CheckX series is pretty much all about me, your host Ivan, talking about everything that Elon talks about or discusses on X the day before. Today we're going to talk about what he discussed yesterday on Tuesday, April 21st, 2026. He posted just around 30 times, couldn't get the exact number unfortunately today, but just around 30 times yesterday. So not too much, but we're pretty much just going to get right into the episode here, as we usually do, with Tesla and autonomous driving. Tesla and specifically autonomous driving. But to start off this short little segment, not too long here, start off this segment and the first segment of the episode, Elon reposted a user's account of using full self-driving, or FSD, to pick up lunch where the car drove confidently and parked perfectly. Elon also emphasized the goal of removing the driver from the equation entirely to create personally owned robotaxis. Pretty cool. Last but not least, through a repost of Omar Sultan, Elon touched upon the progress of Optimus, which is Tesla's humanoid robot, if you didn't know, in the Boring Company's urban innovations. Moving on to SpaceX and the commercial space race here. Starting off this segment, Elon highlighted SpaceX's dominance, noting they had 199 launches in 2025 alone and have launched more than every other company combined. Moving on, Elon also noted that while Falcon flies every few days, more will be needed to extend consciousness to the stars, he says. Moving on, Elon also engaged with reports regarding the grounding of competitors, for example, Blue Origin and ULA, noting that companies like Amazon and the Space Force must rely on SpaceX Falcon 9 launches for their payloads. Last but not least, Elon commented on the difficulty of space and celebrated the launch of the final GPS-3 satellite for the Space Force. Very cool. We love the Space Force here. Moving on to XAI and artificial intelligence development here. Starting off this segment, Elon reposted praise for Grok 4.3 beta, highlighting its ability to design clean website user interfaces from just simple prompts. Also, Elon encouraged users to try Grok over competitors like Claude, for example, citing better pricing and capabilities. Which I think the cheapest version, which is Super Grok Lite, is just I believe $10 per month currently. So yeah. Moving on, Elon shared technical information connecting OpenClaw to the X API and noted new smarter video extensions for Grok. Last but not least, Elon engaged deeply with a new research paper on world models, or JEPA, using Grok to analyze how this non-generative approach could help AI understand physical reality and accelerate robotics research. Bringing on to free speech, censorship, and legal challenges here. Just 3 things to add on here to the episode, but to start off this segment, Elon addressed the French justice system summoning him to answer for alleged dangers on the X platform, which he characterized as a publicity stunt by a president rejected by his people. Moving on, Elon also criticized the EU and UK for regulating social media by offering secret deals to censor dissent and using child protection as a legal PR cover. Last but not least, Elon labeled wokeism as an extremely dangerous virus and reaffirmed his commitment to free speech. Last but not least for the episode here, talking about societal issues and demographics. But to start off this segment here, last segment of the episode, Elon expressed concern over collapsing birth rates in Australia and Latin America, calling it collective suicide of humanity. Also, Elon engaged with posts regarding security and immigration, such as a terrorist allowed to stay in Britain on human rights grounds and Amazon removing an anti-immigration novel. Moving on, he also criticized charitable fraud, sharing anecdotes about fake orphanages and rescue organizations that function more like telemarketing schemes. Last but not least, the episode, Elon commented on the efficiency of Trump-era global health programs, which is PEPFAR, I guess, which he claimed reduced NGL bloat, fraud, while maintaining life-saving treatments. And ladies and gentlemen, that pretty much wraps up episode number 137, I believe, or 136, I apologize if I'm wrong, of the CheckX series. If you made it all the way to the end, I appreciate you guys for watching. I recommend dropping a like, commenting, and subscribing if you haven't already. I also recommend going back and watching some of the other recent CheckX episodes just to get a nice little sequence of events going for you, if you would like, obviously. But yeah, that pretty much wraps up this episode. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. This is episode number 137, and I'll see you guys later.